Now I will invite Mr. Ahmad Shahidov to speak. Mr. Shahidov is a human rights defender, head of the Azerbaijani IDPs and Hostages, and a reporter from Azerbaijan. Thank you.
Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor to have speech in today's very important conference dedicated to peace and stability in the world. And I want to express my gratitude to Uniting for Peace and personally to Mr. Mehta for organizing such important events. Because as previous speakers told, there are a lot of problems in the world today. Climate change, small and large conflicts, terrorism, discrimination, thousands of nuclear weapons that can destroy all mankind are today's problems that need to solution. And in addition, there are 767 million people in the world that live in extremely poverty, and no country, no powerful country, no government can solve this problem in isolation. That's why I want to mention the multilateralism based on this fact that all governments, all countries, all states can act together, and solidarity and acting together is the only way to solve these global problems. And regarding the climate change that impact the megatrends such poverty, water scarcity, and other problems, and we need to urge all governments and countries to recommit the Paris Agreement and its implementation, and we need to act together. And we need to urge all governments, countries, even schools, universities, and communities, especially religious communities, to have contacts between each other and to act together. I believe that even any contacts between different religious communities can solve global problems and can prevent any terrorist acts, any discrimination. And I want to draw your attention to recent terrorist attack in New Zealand, and the Madam Prime Minister, by her behaving, by her policy, showed to all the world that terrorism has no religion, terrorism has no race, and has no nation. And that's why I think that all countries need to be together, and I want to appeal to all people here. You are very strong people. You are citizens of UK, and Great Britain is one of the key countries in the world that is permanent member of UN Security Council, and a lot of responsibility lies on UK as well. And politicians, state politicians, government figures of UK should push very active policy to establish peace in the world. And no matter conflict is in Yemen or in post-Soviet countries or in other Arabic geography, war is war, and we need to condemn it. And all of us is responsible for achieving peace in the world. For example, I am from Azerbaijan. I am a human rights defender, and I represent civil society of Azerbaijan in OSCE in Vienna. And in all discussions in OSCE, we watch discussions about the conflicts in post-Soviet countries, such as in Georgia, in Moldova, in another countries. And I regret to say that all countries defend their own interests. And by this way, there is no resolution, there is no way to achieve the peace. But we should think about our common future. For example, the future of UK consists of the future of another countries as well. For example, maybe 15, 20 years ago, no one can think that there will be thousands of refugees in Europe, in UK. But nowadays, we observe a lot of migrants, asylum seekers, refugees, and we don't know what should be happen after 15 years. God bless. That's why we should think more globally. We should act and more globally, and as a citizen of Azerbaijan with 10 million population, we also suffer from terrorism. Azerbaijan is also suffering from problem of territorial integrity, and since 1988, Azerbaijan has lost 20% of its territory. And we understand, for example, personally, I understand what feels people in Palestine, what feels the people in Yemen, in, I don't know, Georgia, in Ukraine, in Donbass, in Donetsk. No matter you are from UK, from Azerbaijan or Yemen, you should express your attitude towards the terrorism, towards the separatism and another global issues. That's why I'm here to express my support to all of you, to UK, and I believe that all people, members of community in United Kingdom and UK politicians will push very active policy for achieving peace in the world, because as a human rights defender, for example, for last 5 years, I defend the rights of hostages and captives during the Nagorno-Karabakh conflict. And I want to mention one fact, that there are 3,888 people who were taken hostage during the Nagorno-Karabakh conflict, and we haven't any information about their lives. And I believe that there are thousands of such people in Yemen, in Syria, in Iraq, in other countries, in Georgia, in Ukraine. And in isolation, we cannot solve this problem. Azerbaijan is very weak to solve this problem by himself, or I don't know, Ukraine or another countries. That's why we are one family, a big family, and all members of this family has its own responsibilities and his duties, and UK, one of the biggest members of this family, has a lot of to do for achieving peace in the world. Thank you for your attention.
Shahidov, for pointing out how important, how effective we can be if we work together rather than in isolation. The next